Okay. There we go.
See?
Okay. All right.
Give everybody a couple minutes before we start.
Should post on Facebook.
All right. All right, everyone. We're just waiting for a couple people to just jump in. But if you have any questions you want to ask us, we're going to throw a lot at you guys as far as what we got going on today. As far as like the reopening and all that good stuff. Let me close the story.
Yeah.
That loud?
That was just a little loud. All right.
All right, guys, have some of those questions ready. We're going to answer them. I'm also checking out the Instagram feed so that I can get any questions, but I also have to give everybody the heads up that we're going live.
Hopefully you guys all, if you guys are part of our email list, you guys got the email we sent out earlier today. We're going to cover some of that stuff a little bit more in depth.
Talk to them, Karen. It's awkward. It's awkward, quiet.
It's not awkward. We all like to watch you.
Yeah. You're not, don't watch me. Like, get your questions ready.
Get your questions ready. Yeah, if you guys haven't taken a look at the email that we sent out, it does cover quite a bit of stuff that's going on. It's really easy. It's really just, you know, going over stuff that you already know, already practicing right now. But being back in the facility, we're going to be a little bit more on the cautious side to start off with until we get a hang of, you know, everything. It's like one of our friends said, Jeff said, it's going to be a very, very fluid situation where we're going to have to kind of change and adapt and, you know, go along with what's happening.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so we have just a couple more minutes. Let me see.
Say what's up to all the people.
Ingrid, Maria. We have a lot of people in here. We have a couple people here on YouTube. Killer Fluffy Mongoose. I love your username. Hello. To answer you, Raymond, yes, we're going to be taking new members for sure. Definitely.
Okay.
All right.
So we got 3 feeds going.
To answer you, Raymond, yes, we're going to be taking
I got to put you on mute. How do I do that?
You.
All right, there we go. So I have the live feed for Instagram. We got YouTube on one computer and we have Facebook on the other. So we'll be trying to answer all of your questions, guys. So we'll be going back and forth. But before we get to answer,
It's Nick.
huh?
Sorry, it was Nick.
Yeah.
Killer Fluffy Mongoose.
Oh, okay. All right. So we'll be answering questions, guys. But yeah, we'll be starting the next minute, and Karen will kind of go into detail as to, you know, the word came down yesterday afternoon. We can open, and you know, we already had all our stuff ready to go. And we were actually here an hour ago getting some stuff ready. But then we can go over all the new protocols and regulations. So it's not, there's something you guys already know. And when we start on next week on Friday, we hit literally the mat running, right? And then you guys can voice your concerns or your questions, but just do me a favor and kind of wait for us to get through everything we got to dish out to you guys. And then we'll, at the end, we'll kind of answer everybody's question as best we can. Okay, guys?
Okay, so I'm going to get started on the email that was sent out. So I made sure that it was as concise as possible. I'm sorry if it was like one of those scrolling along, but I wanted to get some information out there. So not everybody knows, but some of you guys know, we had a personal loss in our family to COVID-19. So it really hit home, regardless of how serious people are taking it on the outside. For us, we're going to be making it a priority for you, our family, our clients, because it, like I said, it just hit a little too close for home for us. So we went ahead and made sure that we complied with everything with the city and went a little bit extra and got registered and applied for, not even registered, you have to apply for it, the COVID-19 compliant business. So we're part of the businesses that are taking our cleaning or everything, all precautions to the next level and making sure that we're meeting and we're staying updated with the city for the possible. So one of the things, one of the emails that was sent out to us for these COVID compliant businesses is, if you guys are in the area in Chino and you guys haven't registered or haven't applied, not registered, applied, please do, because it's a great resource. They gave us a lot of information. They also gave us a lot of helpful resources as well. So we have this posted. It does say, you know, this business agrees to physical distancing, use of hand sanitizers, hand washing. We have that all here. It does say face coverings, but under their guidelines for gyms and fitness facilities, it is optional. So this will be posted. It does say face coverings, but it's an optional thing. It's based off your.
Yeah, guys, that's the whole reason why we also wanted to have the videos for you guys, because there's a lot of information out there, and just like I was talking to other gym facility owners, it all depends on that criteria, obviously, of what that particular fitness facility is providing for their clients. So like for us, with the city of Chino, knowing what, you know, we had to turn in all our information, let them know what type of workouts we do, let them know how we're going to run it now going forward. So for us, face mask is optional, just so you guys know, because I know that was a huge concern for a lot of my clients. They're like, there's just no fucking way I can work out with mask. And I totally agree 100%. If I was a client at a fitness facility where they made it mandatory that I had to wear a face mask, I would probably just cancel my membership and work out on my own, because there's just no way. So yes, face masks are optional. If you want to wear them here at the gym, be my guest. If you don't want to wear them, it's at your own discretion.
Yes. So with that, we do have a COVID-19 compliant waiver that everybody, regardless whether you're visiting for your first time or if you guys are having a current membership or first signing up, everybody will be signing this. And it's basically going to be an agreement that you're going to meet our standards as well.
Well, guys, just to piggyback off what Karen said, I didn't mean to cut you off. It has to be signed or you can't work out. It's just simple as that. It's coming down, it's by the state. You have to sign this agreement saying that you're going to follow the regulations and new protocols that the state has given the county, that the county has given the city, that the city has given to us to follow. So you're going to sign. If you want to work out, you have to sign that agreement so that you can work out in here, saying that you're going to just obey and follow everything. Now, honestly, it's just common courtesy. If the stuff they're asking us for, it's not that hard. Karen's going to go into detail, but I want to make it perfectly clear that on Friday when we start, that needs to be filled out.
Yes.
That needs to be filled out. If you want to fill it out beforehand, so that on Friday you just come in and you just start working out, be my guest. Contact me, contact Karen. We will either send it to you, or you can come in person and sign it beforehand, so that on Friday you're not, I'm sure that we might have a little traffic jam at the front.
We are going to require you guys to check in at the front desk. Okay, it's because we have some new staff, especially in the mornings where we didn't have somebody running the front desk. We do have somebody that's going to be here to help us with.
Good morning, TT.
Okay.
TT and Patty. Good morning.
So we do have a front desk staff. All of our front desk staff is going to be required to do certain things when you guys come in, and one of them is taking your temperature. So if you guys are over in temperature,
sorry guys. Sorry.
If you guys are over in your temperature, or if you guys are feeling ill, we encourage you guys, especially if you guys are already feeling it, where you're just like,
your mom said hi.
Not right. Hi, Mom.
Let's kind of go over the email, and then that way, because we have all the bullet points.
Yeah, that's it. That's the first part.
Okay.
Temperature. So if you guys are feeling ill, please stay home. If you guys are here and they actually take your temperature and you're over, then we will be asking you guys to go home, get some rest, come back when you're feeling better.
And going, just touching on that, just because obviously we send the email, and we don't want to send you this huge novel with like all this stuff you got to read, because then we'll lose you guys. But just know that give yourself enough time to come in, because the life as we know it has changed, and in the fitness industry it's going to be different from here on out. It's going to be different. So we're asking you to show up earlier than you're accustomed to, because you're going to be required to be your temperature be taken. But if the first test doesn't pass the requirement, you're gonna have to hang on for like 15 minutes, right?
Yeah. So if you're like, no, I want to do a
do-over?
a do-over, you have to wait 15 minutes. Okay.
That's
So
part of it.
unfortunately, we can't have you in the facility at that time. I know that sounds ridiculous. I know it does, but right now it's an absolute necessity for us to do. Okay. So like you said, show up a little bit earlier. That way we can check you in at your front desk. If you guys are on hold, we can take that hold off of your membership. If you guys have canceled previously, because I do have a list of people that have actually asked to cancel. If you guys canceled, want to come back, absolutely. We're going to have you sign up again, take all your information, and then we'll get you processed. Okay. New members. Yes, we're accepting new members. We always accept new members. You guys, especially if you guys, that was on Instagram.
Oh.
If you guys have questions against the new memberships and everything, come in half hour earlier so that you can ask all the questions that you need to with our front desk staff, and that they can start processing you in for the next class. Okay. That said, we may be checking on current members, just your address and information, because we do send out, the emails, important information, or we do send out mailers, very rarely, but we do send out mailers. So we don't want the stuff that we're sending you to go somewhere else. Okay, so we'll be checking on it. Okay, the next thing, the front desk staff will be cleaning the equipment constantly. Okay, constantly. So if you see them running in and out in between the classes and stuff like that, don't be alarmed. They're supposed to. Okay, they're wanting to, and they're going to do it. Okay, so right after the class, you're going to see them running onto the gym. The gym floor is clean, and we also have something that we'll be showing you in the next segment, so that you guys can do it as well. Okay, and yes, the trainers are going to be adhering to the social distancing. Okay, this is a personal preference also for a lot of people. It's just, once we get accustomed to people not being so close or shoulder to shoulder, it gets really hard to turn away from that part. So each trainer is going to be, designing their classes the way they are, like the way that they normally do. Okay, so everyone has their style, but you may see that the trainer might set up only for 1 per station or 2 per station max. Okay, so everything will be spaced out evenly, which means that we'll be using the main room, the Chasing Greatness room. We might be outside in the front, we might be outside in the back. We're going to utilize every part of this gym to give you guys a great class. Okay, and that way we don't have to turn anybody away. Okay, and with that said, we do have a big announcement that I put at the very, very end of this email that I want to touch on right now. We will, because we're utilizing all that space, we cannot have anybody hanging around. Okay, we can't have, we technically at this point don't have a lobby area. We can't have the kids staying there while you're doing the class. We can't have our front desk staff watch them as they sit outside. We can't have that.
Just to make life easier, it's already going to be an influx of people kind of waiting. I'm talking about clients waiting to get temperature. And I know it's fucking annoying, and I know it's a pain in the ass, and it's a headache, but that's the world we're living in now. So we just have to roll with the punches. You want to get your workout in, you got to get your temperature checked. So we're asking to leave the babies at home. Leave them at home. Besides, you wouldn't want to bring them here anyways, just with all the stuff going on. It's safer for them to be at home anyways. So I can't have the lobby area is now designated for a waiting area to get temperature checked. So it's not a hangout area. It's not an area where you're gonna chit chat and talk to your buddy and whatever. I love you guys. I love you guys hanging around, but if you want to do that, you're just gonna have to do it outside. There's benches. You guys can do it right out there. But I hope you guys understand. It's not in any way for us to be rude or disrespectful.
Or don't take it personal.
Or take it personal, but just with the new regulations, our capacity has been, our capacity to have so many clients in here has been reduced. So we have to make sure that we have only people in this facility that are actually working out. So you can't bring your fucking tia from Arizona and have her wait there until you're done working out and watching the babies there. I can't have that. I mean, in the past, I was fine with it. I can't do that anymore. I hope you guys understand. But if I have 3 people waiting in the lobby, that's 3 people that could have been working out on the floor. So I hope that makes sense. I hope you guys understand. And, it's just common courtesy.
Okay. With that said, we have requirements for you guys coming into the gym. Okay. So the first thing that Raul already touched on, give yourself time. Don't show up, right on time
Don't be late,
5
damn it.
p.m. or come in 5 minutes later, because we do have to check you in. We do have to take your temperature. And by the way,
What up, Manny?
the more detailed check-in, it's only going to be for a couple of weeks, especially getting everybody back in, and because we have some new people with in our front desk staff.
Good morning, Evelyn.
We just need to make sure that they get to know you as well. This is a reintroduction. We haven't seen you guys in a while. It's been 3 months, okay? Literally 3 months. So
Sorry, guys. I keep seeing that you guys keep asking questions. Do me a favor. Give us till Karen's done. She's almost done.
Yeah.
Give us till she's done, and then we can answer all of your questions all at once. Just because she has to go through this real quick.
yeah, and this is the final part, I promise. So give yourself time. All right, show up a little bit earlier. That way we can process you in, answer all your questions, take your temperature, things like that. Okay, but also so you guys can use the restroom. Get stretched out for your class. Get ready. So give yourself enough time for that. We will have the waivers in front. That's an absolute mandatory to come and work out, just like Raul had said. So it'll be in front. You only have to sign it once, all right? And we're gonna have the rules posted everywhere, so you guys won't be able to forget, okay? All right, next one, bring your personal towel. We cannot emphasize this enough. It was super important before, and now it's absolutely necessary.
For
Okay.
some of you sweaty asses that didn't bring a fucking towel before, now you really got to bring a towel. Bring a towel. Bring a personal towel. Don't bring these little fucking, what is it? The ones that don't bring a little wet wipe. Bring a towel so you can wipe your face and wipe down your sweat. But also we're asking for the big one, right?
So we are going to ask you guys, because we do clean the floors all the time now, especially. We do clean the floors. We have everything for it, but we want you guys to also bring something to create that barrier between you and the floor in between classes, because we won't have time to mop in between that time. So we're asking that you either bring a beach towel or your own personal yoga mat. Okay, yoga mats are not that expensive, especially if you guys require the extra padding. If you guys have a towel, bring it. All right, but this is for you guys as well. Okay?
Yeah, guys. Again, I can't stress that enough. It's a gym. It's a fucking gym. All right, so we're gonna do stuff on the floor. We're gonna do crunches. We're gonna do floor jacks. We're gonna do bicycle. We're gonna be on the floor. So obviously, if I'm teaching class or a trainer teaching class, I can't stop the class and say, "Hey, hold up! You were just on the floor. I gotta clean it." So to save yourself time, we're asking everybody to either bring their personal yoga mat or bring a big beach towel or whatever. Bring a big towel so that you can lay on the floor on it, all right? Everybody at home has a fucking towel. Or bring something you can lay down on so that when we're down there, you pick your towel or your yoga mat and you take it with you to the next station. I know it's a pain in the ass. Trust me. I know. Oh my God, I totally understand. You don't know how much of a pain in the ass it is for me and Karen, and I'm pretty sure for every fitness facility out there. But this is what we have to do. So make sure you're ready. All right. That's why we're having this video today, so that on Friday you're not surprised.
Okay. And you're bringing this with you. You guys aren't going to keep it in the cubbies with your stuff. You guys are going to be bringing it with you. With that said, open containers, bangs, raises, everything that you guys have. All right. Not allowed on the floor and not allowed on our counter space.
Well, they can have it in a shaker, right?
But you guys can have it in a closed container. Okay, so water bottles, closed containers, shakers, whatever else you guys got, pour it in there, bring it with you guys on the mat wherever you guys go. Again, don't keep it over here in the cubbies. Don't do any of that stuff. Bring it with you. I know it's a pain in the ass, but as long as it's next to you and everything, it stays off of all this communal areas. All right, it's a little bit more sanitary.
Just because, guys, if you have an open can or an open container, and we're going to station, because now you're required to bring your water source with you from station to station.
Mm-hmm.
That if you knock it over and it's an open container, now I gotta stop the fucking class and be like, okay,
I gotta clean it.
Everybody hold up.
Sticky.
Hold up. I gotta clean this mess up that Karen did, and now it holds up the whole thing. So just either a closed water bottle or a shaker that has a cover on it. So, you know, so that way if you knock it over, you're not making a mess, and I don't have to stop the class, or, you know, we don't have to hold the class up. I hope that makes sense to you guys. I mean, some of you guys were already doing it, but
yeah.
I know I'm guilty of bringing my bag from station to station. But now we definitely can't do that. Just, you know, we'll knock it over. I've had accidents before, but now with all the regulations that it's already gonna take away, I feel, from the workout. The last thing I want is for somebody to knock over a drink, and now it's gonna hold up the class even more. And yeah. I mean, you would look like a total fucking asshole, because I would be like, hold on, I got the whole class has to wait.
And you will. Okay. All right. That being said, the next thing is cleaning after every station. Okay, it is absolutely necessary for us to do. You guys already know we have sanitizing wipes. Okay, we have them. We have these big, tall dispensers now that have the covered trash cans, so you guys don't have to worry about it. Don't have to mess with it overflowing or anything. It's trapped within the canister.
Mostly for after.
Yeah, but
during.
This is actually something that you guys are going to be carrying around, and I'm just going to show you guys. It's just a little spray bottle. It has our disinfectant in it, our antibacterial. All right, this spray bottle, it's going to be with you the entire time. Okay, at the very beginning, after they demonstrate the class, the actual workout, the trainers are going to be like, all right, everybody get your bottles. So you guys are going to grab your bottles. All right, we have set up paper towel stations all around the gym for you guys to be able to grab one. So you're going to grab one, and whatever piece of equipment that you guys are using right after, just before you guys move,
whether it's a dumbbell,
you guys are going to spray it down. All right.
So you'll spray your towel. You're not using, very important, guys, you are not using your personal.
Yeah, don't do that.
Don't use your personal towel, guys. I mean, I know it sounds very stupid for me to tell you that, but don't use your personal towel, because that defeats the whole purpose. If you're sweating, you use your personal towel, and then you use that same towel to clean equipment, it's pointless. So you have to grab a paper towel, spray it, clean your equipment or whatever it is. She sprays it, right? She sprays, and you clean whatever it is, whether it's a Bosu ball, boom, it's clean, it's ready to go for the next it's ready to go for the next person when we rotate you guys. So that way when that person gets there, it's already clean. All right. So I know it's gonna take some time to get used to. I know it's a pain in the ass. Trust me. Nobody's more upset than gym owners, right? than myself, Karen, and a bunch of gym owners. It causes such a pain in the ass, but it's something that we're gonna get used to. And honestly, it's just good gym etiquette anyways.
We're ready for you.
All right, so these will be up in the counter. Everybody has to grab one before and take them with you. And I know it's a lot. Like, fuck, I gotta carry water, I gotta carry a spray, and I gotta carry a yoga mat or a beach towel. It's just the way it is, guys. It's just the way it is. We'll adapt and overcome
as we go. Okay, this is all going to be a trial and error to start, but absolutely your personal stuff you need to bring with you. Okay, all right, and then
this quickly.
Yeah, all right, and last thing, all right, we already said that the face mask is completely optional, but all of your personal belongings. I know some people, if the cubbies are taken up, some people kind of put it like in corners of the room.
No,
and
no
stuff
more.
like that. I don't want to because it's more of, I don't want stuff to get lost. I almost said shit. I don't want stuff to get lost, taken, moved accidentally because the trainer needed to move it. Please make sure you guys are putting it in the designated area. So, cubbies, on top of the
Lockers.
cubbies, the lockers, it's all for you guys to use. But we cannot have anything on the counter.
No more putting stuff in a corner somewhere. I know some of you guys want to be special, and there's fucking cubbies right there. And then I see somebody put their stuff in some corner somewhere.
Yeah.
Used to be fine. We're not doing that anymore. Has to be either in a cubby or in a locker.
Yeah.
That's it. And I suggest you minimize all the stuff that you come here. I mean, I see some people with a fucking duffel bag coming in here, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
Whatever. I know that you're changing the work. I get it.
But minimize what you're bringing into the gym, if that makes sense. Minimize that to, like just the essentials, your keys and your phone and whatever you need. And yeah, of course, if you need to change for work, then go grab your stuff, come back. But we're trying to minimize the stuff that's in here, right? If it makes sense. Just think about that, because we're trying to follow all the rules and regulations, and it just makes everyone's life a lot easier. Right?
Okay, so that was it. That's all that was in the email. Okay, we're gonna post these gym rules up at the front desk so you guys are aware. But again, this is gonna become second nature after a few weeks of this. Okay.
Okay,
So-
you want to start reading some, guys, start shooting up your questions. I know there was a question your mom asked, is there going to be a 4 a.m. class? Hell no, there's not going to be a 4 a.m. class, because I'm not getting up at 2. So no, there is not, unless there is a huge demand for a 4 a.m. class, then I will consider having it. But no, we are not having a 4 a.m. class.
All right. Personal training sometimes goes 4 a.m. We do have some people that do 4 a.m.s too. So unfortunately, it's very, very limited.
You want to go ahead and check some of these?
Yeah.
Start firing up your questions, guys. We'll be on here for a little longer. And so if you guys have
Sorry, Mom. Unless you mean a 4 p.m., I don't know.
No, we're not doing a 4
That's my
p.m.
mama.
either. We're not doing a 4 p.m. or a 4 a.m. 4 p.m. just doesn't work. A lot of people are still at work, and we tried it, and it just wasn't work. I mean, as it is, the 5 a.m. is probably my smallest class.
Yeah.
I just think 4 a.m. just wouldn't work.
Yeah.
I mean, 4 p.m. just wouldn't work. Let's check.
Stephanie actually just asked it.
Which Stephanie?
Stephanie Zuniga.
What up, Steph?
So she asked if could they take the 5 a.m. Do we need to be there by 4:30? I would say 15 minutes.
You know what? The earlier the better.
Yeah,
I mean,
the earlier the better.
the
obviously,
earlier the
but-
better. So she asked, how early? I guess the question is, how early should I be there? Guys, I honestly, I couldn't tell you. I would just try to be here as early as you can, only because it's going to be trial and error. I don't know how it's going to be our first week, so I don't know. I mean, you might get here at 4:30 and then realize, okay, I don't need to be there till like 4:45.
Yeah.
You'll figure it. We're all figuring
gonna be
this out
here,
together. We're all figuring this out together. Do we have any more questions on this side, on YouTube? The other side, another
On
computer,
YouTube,
Carrie.
hold on. I just want to make sure that I've got everything there.
All right,
Okay.
let's get all
On
the questions.
YouTube, Nick, hi.
If somebody had a question about weight gain,
Yeah.
let's save those questions. Message us privately, because today's questions is about our reopening. So we're not going to answer any questions about fitness today. We're talking about reopening, okay, guys, and guidelines, because then we'll be here all fucking day.
Okay, how about if you take a thermogenic and your temp will be higher? I've tested that out. I took my thermogenic just before and
Yeah, right,
everything.
and
It wasn't that much of a difference. Okay, and I'm not saying that normal temperature. I believe. I wrote down in my notes. I know what the normal temperature is, and if you guys are at 104, I know it's not the thermogen. Okay, so there's going to be a little bit of a cushion there, because I know I take the thermogens too.
Awesome.
All right, Jeff, thank you for keeping our health and safety as your priority. Definitely the only gym I'll be visiting. Thanks, Jeff.
Let's get to this.
Diane Perez, is there going to be a maximum of people allowed in a session? It's me, April, not Diane. Hi, April.
So right now we can have 25 in here. We spread them out, but we have the luxury of having outside and outside in the front and outside in the back. So we can still accommodate the same amount of people we've always had. we're fortunate enough. There's other places where they're not allowed. I've worked at other facilities where they're not allowed to work outside at all. Like just the facility doesn't let you. We're fortunate enough that we can work out in the back. And I can, some of you guys that have been to this facility know we have plenty of space in the back and we have plenty of space in the front. So right now, we can still accommodate the same amount of people, April, same amount of people we've accommodated. So no, to answer your question, there isn't going to be a cap.
Yeah.
I guess for now.
And then we didn't have that many people, especially during the week, that we needed to really worry about. Right. So like I said before, we're going to be utilizing all the space. So we might not have, 8 stations on the floor. We might have 4 on the main floor, 2 here in Chasing Greatness, and 1 outside, like a couple outside. But we're going to make sure that we distance you guys enough. That way we can accommodate everybody.
Yes. Okay. So another question was, is Carpe Diem? Oh, I'm sorry. Let me go in order. Somebody asked, same class times as before. Yes, guys. We're going to keep the same times as before. So for my new people that didn't know that, we'll go over the training schedule now. So some of you guys that didn't know or just joined us, we hired 2 new trainers, David and Evelyn. So we'll go over. So on Monday mornings it's going to be Karen, and then Monday nights it'll be myself. Then Tuesday
morning is Missy.
Tuesday morning is Missy.
All right, and then it's you in the evening.
Well, yeah. So everybody hears you.
Well, you were. Then it's him in the evening. All right. Wednesday full body. On Wednesday morning is going to be rock, and then Sarai is going to take the evening classes. Thursday all day rock. All day rock.
You get all day.
All day rock. Okay. That's because Friday you have the 2 new trainers. Friday morning you'll have David, and then in the evening you'll have Evelyn. Okay, guys. And now as far as the times are go like this. So in the morning we have 5 a.m., 6 a.m., and 9 a.m. And then in the evening, same times, 5, 6, and 7 p.m. That's it. I'm not bringing the 8 p.m. back just because, we had a lot of cancellations and we have a lot of people on hold. So I have to see if it's a necessity, and I have to see if it's worth for me and Karen to bring that time slot back. If there's a need for it, then I will. But right now I have to see how that goes. Another question that I had, were you gonna say something? Oh yeah, the weekends.
Oh, weekends, yeah.
Okay,
sorry.
So weekends we still alternating full body with us and Fight Club with Coach Cuba.
Right.
Okay.
So one weekend, actually, we open Friday, and then that Saturday it'll be me and Karen. That first Saturday that we're back, it'll be me and Karen, and then the following Saturday it'll be Coach Cuba, and then he, you guys know his style. He's an MMA fighter, so he'll do his Fight Club stuff where it's more like an MMA kind of like drills. It's a super cool and super intense. Another question was, is Carpe Diem starting up? So we are planning on starting up, but one thing at a time. So we don't want to just fly right into it. So we're going to give it about 2 weeks to kind of get into the groove of things. And just to be safe, I want to say July.
Yeah.
So we'll probably start fresh in July just to be safe. And I think that was TT. So to answer TT's question, she wants to know if we were going to start our Carpe Diem, and that's OCR training. So our OCR training is obstacle course race training. I have a lot of stuff planned out, but we're probably going to start in July. All right, guys? What's next? I think I had let's see here. The water dispenser, let's see here. Let me start here. Let me go one thing at a time. How about, you already answered Teresa's, right?
Yeah.
Is there going to be a max? It's me, April. Oh, the water dispenser. So guys, the water dispenser is going to be at your discretion, guys. So it's up to you guys. A lot of you guys still bring your own water source anyways, but you go through your water bottle and you want to fill it up, you can be my guest. I'm not going to take the water dispenser off. I need to have a water source here. So you are going to be using it at your own discretion, if that makes sense. Okay.
I mean, we're still going to clean it and everything.
Obviously it'll be clean, but I can't go over there and clean it every single time everybody uses it. All right. So Karen, you're so cute with your schedule. Okay. What else? All right.
He doesn't want to hear that.
I know. I want to get to the questions. Miss my Carpe Diem workouts, hoping they are back soon. Okay. Yeah, Jeff was asking about that. Let's see over there. So yes, they'll be back. They'll be back. They'll be back in July. Somebody was asking about Zumba. So Zumba is back that same Saturday with Coach Mari. So it's something I got to talk to Coach Mari about. Obviously, here you can come and do your Zumba with her. But if she's up to it, it's totally up to her. But maybe for all our people that were doing the Zumba remotely, you can tune in through Zoom, but you still got to pay her. You still got to pay.
But we still got to talk to her. That's
Still
not
got to
a
talk to her.
for sure thing.
Don't quote me, but it's something that I just thought about last night, and I said because people really love doing the Zumba through Zoom, the Zoom app. So if some people can't make it in or they want to do it in the comfort of their own home, they can do it. But you have to talk to we have to talk to Coach Mari and see if that's something she's okay to do, because she would have to set up all that because she's a third-party instructor. Okay, guys. So we'll be here for another 10-15 minutes. We can shoot the shit. You can ask more questions, suggestions, feedbacks.
Well, yeah, we still have questions.
Oh,
so,
okay.
Manny, as far as the actual temperature, I'm going to have to look back at my notes on that one, and I'll let you know.
What was the question, so everybody knows?
The appropriate temperature range.
So what I've heard is it's 99.9.
Yeah.
So, but things have changed because at first I heard it was like 106 when it first started. Then they brought it down to 102. Now it's 99.9. So I got a lot of friends in the medical industry, in the medical field. So I'm just gonna verify. I'm always in contact with the county, so I will call the county and have that set. So yeah, and just so you know, another reason why I ask you guys to come early is because obviously we're in the middle of summer. It's gonna be hot. There might be a bad temperature read the first time, and if you get here right on time, right at 5 for the 5 p.m. class. Now you got a bad temp. Now you got to sit around for 15 minutes to get retested. So you're gonna get all pissed off, and I'm gonna say, well, you should have fucking got here on time. That's what I'm gonna tell you. All right, you should have got here earlier. So, and especially for some of you guys that like to run here or that like to ride your bike, obviously your temperature is gonna go up. So give yourself some time to kind of cool down and let your core temperature come down. Just a heads up, just something to think about.
And then for the Saturday class, somebody Lydia asked, it is still a 7 a.m. and an 8 a.m. class. When it comes to Zumba, it starts if there's Zumba that day, it's 9:15.
Yeah.
Okay.
So 9:15 with Coach Mari for Zumba on Saturdays, unless she has a prior engagement and she can't teach, but she'll let us know and obviously let you guys know what's up with that. So guys, if you have any more questions, I know somebody asked me earlier, hey, I canceled my membership. And so do I have to go back and do I have to pay the last month and the processing fee? The answer is yes, guys. The answer is yes, because you cancel your membership, you closed out your membership. So now we have to reopen an account. So yes, you have to pay the first and last month. And for my new people, just so you guys know, our monthly membership here on out is $95. $95, and we do offer family packs, family plans. And I did have somebody say, well, I used to pay whatever, $55 or $75 before I left. Yeah, but then you left, so I'm not gonna honor that. So it will be $95. So just so you guys know, it'll be $95 for your last month and the processing fee. So if you do the math, it's $210 to get started. For some of my new people and for some people that canceled and are coming back, all right, I just can't. I can't honor the price I gave 2 years ago. I did that when I did the grand opening. I'm not gonna do that now. So just so you know, if you come back and you wanna sign up again, I just want to make it perfectly clear that it's going to be what everybody else is paying, unless you didn't cancel your membership. Okay.
And I did have somebody ask me a couple days ago, are we still celebrating the anniversary? Answer is yes.
Hell
As far
yeah.
as when, that's to be determined. We're going to, again, this is a transition period right now where we have to get used to, the stuff that's been put in place. So we will be planning for it, but it probably won't be until like maybe July. But we already passed the 2 year mark. So
Yeah.
survived.
So yeah, it's something we had been discussing. Honestly, guys, our priority and our focus was not on the anniversary, was on the reopening. To tell you the truth, and so just like Carpe Diem, I wanna get all the kinks out. I wanna just focus on making sure that with all the new protocols and all the regulations that not only myself, me and Karen, but the staff, the training staff, we're all hitting on all cylinders, and we have all these regulations and new protocols, and we're all good to go with the county and the city. And once I feel like we're good, then we can celebrate. It's okay. We just hit our 2 year mark in June this month, but if we need to celebrate in August, mid-August, that's cool with me. That's fine. I mean, we're still celebrating a great accomplishment. It's just 2 months behind. It's
Yeah.
fine.
And you guys know how we did it the last time. It's going to be the same thing. We already had some people reach out to us asking if we were going to do it, where we're inviting everybody. Absolutely. But again, just give us a little bit of time. Let us get comfortable with the current situation, and then we'll start planning for it.
Okay, guys. So anybody have any questions about what trainers are teaching what day? Any questions about gym rules, protocols? I know somebody asked me, hey, at my other gym, um, I saw that they have to bring in an extra pair of shoes. No, we're not gonna have you do that. It's a pain in the ass. It's not mandatory for our gym. You can do that if you feel like you want to do that. That's fine. But I'm not gonna do that, because then that would take away from your workout, and
That would limit us on where we
that
can
would
set you
limit us
guys
as
up.
far as what the trainer could do and what we can give you as far as a kick-ass workout. So no, that's not gonna be mandatory here to change your shoes and all that stuff. Um, but just to kind of go over it one more time, the gym rules: you have to check in at the front desk. Uh, you have to check in for every class and get your temperature taken. All right. Remember, most likely it'll be around 99.9. If you fail the first test, then you have to get retested, but it'll be 15 minutes. You have to give it a 15 minutes before we can retest you again. We're asking everybody to please bring a towel or a yoga mat for floor exercises. We're also asking you to bring a personal towel to clean your sweat, because I'm not gonna. Unless you're gonna use the same towel you put on the floor to wipe your face, that's totally up to you guys. No open containers on the floor that could possibly spill and cause a mess and disrupt the class. All right. Keep your water source with you at all times. We have a counter here. There will be no drinks on the counters. Please do not put your drinks on the counters, okay? We used to have them in the past, not a big deal, but now we don't want those drinks on the counters. So please have your drink with you at all times. And I know it sounds like a lot, and I know it sounds like, geez, there's a lot of rules. It's the way it is, guys. Clean your station and or equipment after every use. So if you're at a station, you're gonna be handed your little spray. You're gonna use a towel. You're gonna wipe it down. It'll take you, 2 seconds. Then you're gonna move on to the next station or next exercise. And obviously, we'll have hand sanitizers. You are more than welcome to use the hand sanitizer as much as you want. Totally up to you guys. And obviously, we ask you guys to show up at a decent time so you guys can take care of whatever you got to take care of before we start the class. I know it sounds like a lot, but guys, our main concern and our main priority is, besides helping you with your fitness journey, is to keep you guys safe. All right. All right. Anything else, Karen?
No, that was it.
We start on Friday. We start this Friday, June 12th. Our first class is 5 a.m. All right. So I know
Normal schedule. There's no special schedule for Friday. It is.
somebody
exactly
goes,
schedule.
what time? I go, we open Friday, same time. Like we're only gonna teach the 9 a.m. and then close up.
Yeah.
No, we're gonna teach. It's gonna be the 5, 6, 9, and then reopen again for the 5, 6, and 7 p.m.
Yeah, and you guys are starting off with all of our new trainers that day, so
Yeah.
don't miss out.
I will be here just to kind of like greet everybody, make sure like help out the staff and all that good stuff. I'm not teaching, but I'm kind of overlook. I kind of was kind of maybe I shouldn't go, so I'm not taking up space, but I have to be there to make sure everybody's okay and if they need anything.
Yes, I'm so sorry. Somebody had Snapchat questions for me. Virtual trainings. I know that some people said, "Oh, we're gonna miss your lives, all this sort of stuff." Hey, we actually found it pretty cool. All right, we really enjoyed it. We really enjoyed reaching out to people that don't have the ability to be here, regardless of whether you're in LA or San Diego or freaking Arizona, New York, other places. We actually really enjoyed that interaction. I am currently testing out an online training with one of my friends out in Nevada. So once I get those kinks, kind of cleared up, yes, we will be offering something like that. I have to kind of relieve his schedule a little bit so that he can be more in tune with it, because you saw on the schedule that he's going to be teaching a good lion's share of it. But once we get going and once everything kind of smooths out, if everything goes according to plan, we'll be able to, give our trainers a little bit more as far as shifts, or, bring in another person to kind of alleviate that. And then Raul and I can do those virtual training classes.
And keep your eye out for, I know we kind of, maybe you just joined us or you didn't catch that part where we went over the schedule, but we'll be posting it on our not only our personal page, but also on our Instagram and Facebook business page, on the Rock and Karma page, so that you guys have access to the times and who's teaching what class.
Yeah, and our brand new website that I worked really hard on.
A new website that Karen's been working her ass off on it. Go check it out. Has a lot of good stuff on there. Anything else before we sign off?
No, that was it. Really happy that we made this happen. I know it was supposed to happen last week, but it's even better that it happened today, because we had better news to give you guys.
Yeah. All right. I was just making sure I didn't have any more. So people have been messaging me like privately. They're like, "What about this?" I'm like, "Okay." So I'm trying to get everybody's question in. I think that is all. All right, guys. We're gonna sign off. Thank you for joining us. Obviously, if you have any questions, you can message us privately. If you rather do that, no biggie. We can talk to you privately about any concerns or questions you might have. All right, we're excited. We can't wait to get started. We've missed you. These 3 months have been like a fucking lifetime.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. All right, guys. Thank you for joining us. We will see you on Friday.
Yes.
All right.
All right.
See you guys. The Instagram's still on.